There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the UCF Knights. Taking on the winners of 8th straight, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Knights will put total weather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Dropping back, it's Gilliam. They're working that left side. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers. And that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage. And he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
First down for this offense.
Here we go.
Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Gilliam. Steps away. Going to try to get it himself. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Well, it's just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Fighting off another broken tackle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion to the right. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Open space at the 25. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Colorado! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing those pads.
The Knights line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They get the completion, and that's one thing, Jesse. If you're going to get this guy on the ground, you better come in to make the tackle like you mean it.
Man, that was a heat-seeking missile coming in there. He knew he had a lot of work ahead of him with that big fella making the catch.
little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! Looking for the tie with the extra point. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Gilliam. Fakes to grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out. And at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. He throws one to the left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wideout. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Unloads quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Knights will try to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Gilliam. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Hauls it in on the right. Lots of room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football. He's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal.
22 water. 22 water.
They're going to run it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one...
Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to Cal. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Scanning the field, it's Gilliam. He's got him. On the move at the 30. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
To the air on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop in this return. They'll mark it at the 32. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this. Breaks away in the middle. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Knights. And that one will give them the lead.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Big run from deep in his own end, and he's out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Right back to the well. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Gilliam. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. And fired complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
To the air, it's Gilliam. Using the quick game. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, UCF! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Right, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Gilliam. Buys a little extra time. Sails one into the middle. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll give it to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Colorado, 14.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Looking to throw, it's Gilliam. And they can't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got his man downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense is choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Gilliam. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Gilliam. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Gilliam. Finds his target down the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman.
Going for it all. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll take a shot. And it's picked off in the end zone, but no, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big...
He's loose on the right. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCF! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be checked.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over, and now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot.
Touchdown, Knights! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Buffalo's hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, it's Gilliam. Makes the grab. And he's still running after the move. Sprinting away. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it, but I think there's some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pulled and finds his man on the left. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your good offense, Palmer.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Back to throw, it's Gilliam. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Timeout is called, the clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry up. Gives it on the option. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. If there's time to pad the stats. Gets it out fast. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.